My YouTube channel is demonetized. Again, last month, April 17th to be exact, I received an email from YouTube telling me that my YouTube channel was no longer eligible for monetization. I was a bit shocked by this because I've been in the YouTube Partner Program now for almost 3 years, and I hadn't received any warning, any notification that my recent uploads or recent videos have been in violation of any community guidelines. So this email completely caught me by surprise. I was completely gutted. I was unable to function for the rest of the day because I was in shock. And the reason it was so shocking for me was because I try so hard to make sure that my content does not violate any community guidelines. And so this video is for anybody who's thinking about making sex education content on social media platforms like YouTube or Instagram or TikTok. Those are the 3 main ones that I use. But even if you're not thinking about making sex education content, you're just a parent who follows me for the tips and the education that I provide so that you can have these talks with your kids, stick around and just kind of see what goes on a little bit behind the scenes. So when I received this email from YouTube, I went straight to YouTube Studio. That's where I manage all of my videos and shorts for YouTube. And here's what it said. It said, your channel isn't earning right now. After reviewing your channel using a combination of automated systems and human reviewers, we found that it does not follow YouTube's channel monetization policies. And the reason being, the review found is that your channel contains sexually gratifying content. Content containing sexual themes or content isolated for the purposes of sexual gratification. I don't know what they're looking at when they're watching my videos because these are the videos I make. This is what I do. I sit here and I talk to you. It's a talking head style of video. This is gratifying for me because I love to educate and I love to talk to the camera. I love to talk in person to groups of people, but it's not sexually gratifying at all. So let's take a look at what sexually gratifying content means. So if we go and click Learn More, it takes us to YouTube's Help Center and it explains the nudity and sexual content policy. Here is where it says, explicit content meant to be sexually gratifying is not allowed on YouTube. Posting pornography may result in content removal or channel termination. Videos containing content will be removed or age restricted. In most cases, violent, graphic, or humiliating are not allowed on YouTube. So when I read that, I was like, okay, great. I don't make sexually gratifying content here on YouTube, or anywhere. So therefore, I am not in violation of this policy. So I immediately went and appealed this decision. Now, after appealing this decision, I waited a few days and I received an email saying that it got approved. YouTube reinstated me back into the YouTube Partner Program, saying that indeed, I do not violate YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines. I was so relieved. I was so happy that there was a positive outcome in this ordeal that I went back into YouTube Studio and I was like, you know what? I want to make sure that none of my content is in any way a potential of a violation because I was stressed. I was stressed and I was anxious and it was hard for me to function those couple of days where I did not know if YouTube was going to completely ban me from monetization altogether or if it was going to have this positive outcome. So I went back into YouTube Studio and I eliminated any video that had a potential of talking about pornography or now, these aren't topics that I talk about a lot. The only videos that mention pornography or fetish are videos that are in my Porn Talk series for parents on how to have the porn talk. Using my approach to the sex talks, including the porn talk, means that you're going to be having a talk about porn in a way that doesn't create feelings of shame. This means that you can't just tell your kid, this is what porn is, don't watch it. You actually have to explain why. Why is porn made? Or why is it something that you don't want them to see? Now, explaining what is a fetish is not a major part of the sex talks, but it is a part of the porn talk in an age-appropriate way. So it is in that video. But I said, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm going to keep all of my videos around the porn talk and how to have this conversation with your kids, your tween or your teen in my Top Talks program. I'm not going to put it on YouTube anymore because I didn't want to have this situation happen again. So you can imagine the shock on my face when I received an email this week from YouTube on May 14th saying that my channel is no longer eligible for monetization. I was like, what? Like, you've got to be kidding me. And so I immediately went in to see what are they saying now that my channel violates in the community guidelines. It was the exact same thing. It was sexually gratifying content. And I was like, what are you talking about? I completely took out anything related to those two topics off of my channel. There is nothing there that talks about it. It is all talking head style videos designed for parents to help them educate their kids about this topic. And so, of course, I appealed this decision, and I am still waiting for a response to that appeal. And I am hoping that there will be a positive outcome, that I can come back here and tell you everything worked out. My channel can now be monetized again, but I don't know anymore. The fact that this has happened again, like literally just not even a month later, I am starting to get worried. I know that there are human reviewers that review content, and I know that a lot of the stuff on the internet that gets flagged for these reviewers to review can be extremely difficult to watch and to review as a job. But the fact that this has happened to me twice now in such a short period of time makes me think that there is nobody actually reviewing my channel when they first send out this complete demonetization email. And the reason I think this is simply because it's the exact same email with the exact same reason, and nothing has really changed except me going through and combing through all of my videos and taking out anything that is remotely sexually gratifying. Now, I am in favor of making sure that the content on YouTube is in line with the community guidelines. I know that there are kids that watch things on YouTube, and there can be a moment where they're clicking and clicking and clicking and watching different videos, and then all of a sudden something pops up that was not intended for them to see. And yes, I do not want to have pornography on YouTube. This is not where it belongs. There are places where that is intended to be, but it's not for YouTube. So if anybody at YouTube is actually watching this video and has recommendations for me that can help me in avoiding this situation in the future, I'm crossing my fingers that I do get back into the YouTube Partner Program very shortly, that the outcome does see that this is not sexually gratifying content. I would love to know that information, because I have reviewed everything that is in the Help Center of YouTube Studio, and I have looked at it, and I believe that my content here on YouTube is not in violation of anything that would warrant a complete demonetization of my channel. Now let's talk about Instagram, because Instagram is a platform that I have had an on again, off again, love-hate relationship with, because I feel like it has been very difficult for me to grow on Instagram. Now, over the past year, I've had a lot of success with using Reels on Instagram, and I kind of feel like I've hit the sweet spot with making sure that I'm providing education and information to parents to help them understand and get into their head that they need to be having the talks early in order to lay a foundation to the future sex talks. Now, last month, while I was dealing with this whole demonetization thing here on YouTube, I made a quick 10-second video for Instagram around what to do when your young child gets a spontaneous erection. If you want to check it out, I will share it with you at the end of this video, or I'll put it in a card right here. But basically, it was really, really quick, but it garnered a lot of reactions, and it ended up hitting like 1 million views. I made a follow-up video to that video that also garnered over 1 million views. And then the next video I made was completely something different, but it was another short little video, and it also garnered over 1 million views. I thought it was pretty cool that I had hit 3 videos in a row with over 1 million views. Like, if I was at the casino right now, I would be super pumped to just be, on the winning side of the algorithm. Now, I continued to make videos, and none of them were quite hitting as well as those 3 videos had done. And I had gotten over to 2 million views in one of the videos. And I was now kind of interested to see which one might hit 3 million first. And so I checked every now and then just to kind of those 3 videos in a row which one was leading. And I was shocked when one of the videos just completely disappeared. I was surprised. I was like, where is it? I went into my notifications. I went into my status on Instagram to check to see if I had been in violation of anything. Nothing was there. Nothing at all said that I had done anything that violated guidelines for this video. I had not received an email. I had not received a notification. There was nothing. It was literally like this video had never existed. So now demonetization on YouTube has happened. My video completely goes missing on Instagram. And so I am a little stressed, more than a little stressed now. Like, what is happening? What is going on with my content that I am doing well, but at the same time, just kind of, I feel like I'm falling 10 steps behind. I went into Instagram to see if I was in good standing, and yes, here it is. It says that I am following the community guidelines and my content will continue to be shown to people on Instagram. I was happy to see that, but at the same time, all these what ifs were going through my head. I was scared to make content. I was afraid of making something or saying something in a video that could simply just get my channel removed completely. I don't want that to happen. I mean, the video that went missing is still up here on YouTube. You can watch it yourself, and I will link to it. It's a talking head style of video that is actually just providing educational content to parents. I didn't reach out to Instagram to ask where had this video gone. I just kind of let it go. And just chalk this up to, I chose to make content in this field. This is the field that I'm an expert in. So this is why I enjoy talking about this topic and helping parents. But at the same time, you know what? They took the video down. My channel is still up. My Instagram page is still up. Let's just let it go. Moving forward, I'm just going to eliminate some of the topics that I used to talk about on these platforms here on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok, but I'm not going to talk about those anymore. And so if you ask a question about a specific topic and I say that's a really great question, it's a common question that a lot of parents have, but it's not something that I talk about here on these social media platforms, that will be something that is only available in Top Talks. I really hope that you can understand where I'm coming from and why I have to do this, because I cannot risk losing these public social media platforms that I have. And the reason I can't risk it is because this is how I earn a living. This is how I earn income. Not having monetization here on YouTube is a hit to my income. And while YouTube takes their time to review my appeal, I am not earning anything off of making these videos. So there is a significant reason why I want to make sure that my videos align to the community guidelines. I want you to know that I really appreciate every lovely comment, every coffee that you buy me, every engagement metric that you do, a like on my videos or a like on Instagram, the follows and subscribes, all of that stuff honestly has been helping me to get through these last couple of weeks. And now if you are thinking about creating a sex education channel or sex education content, don't let this video put you off. These are the things that you will have to deal with when you start to go into this field of work. Is it worth it? Only you can answer that question. For me, it's worth it right now. I don't know what the barrier, what level of restrictions is going to make me not find this worthy of my time, but right now it's still worth it to me. This is what I love to talk about. This is what I feel like I can really help parents in creating a generation of kids who are, understand their bodily autonomy, understand respect and consent of other people, understand that child sexual abuse is not okay, and how to seek out help if something was to happen or someone was to touch them in an inappropriate way. And now if you're like, I need to start having these talks with my kid, I want to make sure that they have this information around sex, masturbation, and porn, You can do that in Top Talks. That is my video guide for parents where I explain exactly what to say, the layers to get to the next talk, and it's all right there. The link is in the description as well as the comments. Or take my masterclass on explaining where do babies come from, or buy one of the topics in the jar, the puberty or the teen topics. Your support right now is greatly appreciated. Thanks for being here. I will let you know what happens with my monetization status. I will probably post it in a community post once I hear back from YouTube. But in the meantime, if you want to support my income while I do not receive anything from YouTube, you can always buy me a coffee. It's greatly appreciated. I'm Kathleen, and I make videos for parents on how to answer their kids' sex questions.